Welcome back to another episode of Frank Opinions. I'm Adam.
And I'm Tasker.
And this week we're going to be talking about an event that we did here recently.
That's right.
And that event is the
GeekFest.
Huntington GeekFest, which replaced the Huntington Comiccon. So it seems that the Huntington Comiccon took a dip because it was one, difficult to find people to help work it. Two, it was difficult to get actors to actually come to West Virginia to the Huntington Convention Center because they didn't like that they had to fly into Charleston and then drive over an hour to get to Huntington.
Yep.
So that, believe it or not, canned a lot of the people coming. Of course, vendor turnout was always good, and people turnout was pretty decent. But I think what a lot of people don't really understand is just really, I don't think there was profit there to it. And it was more of a headache and more to run. And the same guy runs Lexington, Kentucky's Comic-Con, which is a super big event.
Oh,
so, yeah. I mean, as much as I hate to say it, I understand why the West Virginia one took a hit. I really hated to see it go. It brought us a lot of opportunity, as in Frank Opinions. But,
yep.
So this was the first year for the Pullman GeekFest, which the gentleman that helped, or the guy that put on the Comic-Con helped with this event. But it was ultimately sponsored by the Inner Geek, which is a store right in Huntington in Pullman Square. They did it as an outdoor event that was free to attend, which I have to say, like, free events to get in is 100% the way to go to support vendors.
Yeah.
You definitely seen an uptick in, I think, people purchasing stuff, mainly for the fact that they didn't have to pay a cover charge to get in.
Yeah.
We actually had a few people make a comment to us that they were able to buy this stuff because they didn't have to pay $35 to get through the door.
Or more.
So, I get that. It's hard to do an event and not do a cover charge to at least recoup some of your money out of the hole. Because other than that, you're just simply relying on vendors to show up, buy the spots, and maybe, for them, make some money in the store. But as far as I take it, it was actually on probably one of the, I don't know, maybe not the hottest days of the year that we had. Believe it or not, it gave us like a 48-hour break.
It did, surprisingly.
I mean, it was still hot, but we were actually fortunate and got put in a place in the shade. Basically, we were shielded by a building.
Yep.
We watched the people across from us burn alive. That was pretty interesting. So, but honestly, organization of it, I'm going to say was pretty sound. I didn't really feel like it was too unorganized.
No, it felt like they knew what they were doing.
I mean, we showed up, told the guy our number, he told us our space, we got in, but parking was simple.
Really simple.
I mean, really had no complaints on that. And then, we set up the morning. The biggest thing was with it being outdoors, like, you had to take the gamble if you wanted to leave your stuff in the homeless-riddled Huntington. That's where you show up, like, we was joking to show up the next morning and, like, all the homeless people be out there reading comics, playing with figurines.
Oh, yeah. And a lot of vendors actually did, like, leave their stuff out there.
I know, blew my mind.
They closed their canopy down just about where maybe 4 feet off the ground and covered their stuff up and left it out there.
I thought for sure we was going to drive by the next morning, see some meth addicts fighting, like, fucking Marvel's Endgame with the action figures in their asses. And they were fighting, like, because
was it a shopping cart up the sidewalk with just a bunch of stuff on?
Absolutely overloaded with fucking comic and pop culture stuff. So that was probably the biggest biatch of it, I would say. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, had a DJ playing the whole time. He played some pretty good music.
Yeah.
did pretty good. I give him props on that. People still showed up for the costume contest. So, like, I actually think they had a pretty decent turnout for that. We seen tons and tons of people cosplaying.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people cosplaying.
Uh, Damn, some food trucks would have been nice.
Yeah, food trucks or like a little bit more food vendors would have been helpful. We only had what was the I think it was like a snow cone thing on the far end.
Yeah, on the far end we had like a limit, like different types of lemonades and snow cones, and then across
Had,
from us was like that dirty drink trailer, which made
oh
like
yeah, yeah,
custom energy drinks and lemonades and stuff like that.
yeah. Then we had
Yeah,
that one lemonade stand that was there for the first day, but didn't show up the second day.
that was the one all the way at the end, right?
Well, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I'm talking about the one across on the other end of Pullman
Mm,
Square. There's like a food, or not food truck, but it's like a snow cone truck or something. Create your
I
own
gotcha.
type thing. And that was really about it.
Yeah, other than that, a lot of unique, vendors there with their take on stuff.
Yeah.
Uh, I really like the upcycle people who take old pictures and add in modern
Oh,
stuff to them. It's pretty
yeah.
neat to see.
Like one I know I walked by and saw it was I think it was Tom and Jerry in one painting, which is
Yeah,
pretty
like
neat.
yeah, yeah, and then like Superman flying over that boat and it was like yeah. So that's pretty cool. It's a pretty neat talent. Of course, a lot of 3D printed stuff, us included, with me having it there. But uh, yeah, I enjoyed it. I think they had what, two voice actors there that were inside that was doing some signing.
Yeah, inside Inner Geek.
It was like
Um,
Cara Edwards, which was I guess probably their biggest one, who did the voice of Dragon
bunch
Ball
of like
Z.
yeah Dragon Ball Z characters and stuff like that. Which it seemed like it because I went inside Inner Geek. And that's a huge place. That was way bigger than what I was expecting. But like they had lines up for both people and everything like that. So I mean, it seemed like it was a good turnout for them.
Yeah, I feel for sure they're gonna have it every year. After that, I mean, your biggest enemy is the weather, so
Yeah,
I think they got a good formula. Keep it free, keep it the spacing like they did, and keep the flow like they did. I think you have a recipe for, something that could keep keep alive every year. I'm not gonna say you could expand it much. I think you just maybe sell out faster.
yeah. I'd say it could sell out faster, and I mean, because you really couldn't expand it because
I mean, you could tighten us up in the spaces because we had like a 20-foot long space that we didn't use all
oh,
of
yeah,
it.
we had what like 3 feet on each side
Yeah,
of us.
probably 3 feet on each side.
We was just okay.
So if you sectioned it off by 10 feet, you might have got like maybe a fourth booth in that lane we were in or something.
Yeah, you could have added about 5 or 10 booths around the whole thing.
And you could do that, get a few more in, but all in all, yeah, just
It was a good time.
yeah, I had fun. We had a good turnout for people coming through the booth, and
Yeah, and again, I like we said before, like I really do believe it's because it's free. If it wasn't free, I don't think the turnout would be as great.
no, and like I said, it sucks just how the economy is today, and things of that nature. Things are getting way more expensive. People's not making any more money, so you have these events to try to help get the public out and help get them through the door. So free, I mean, I know it sucks, but if you can eat the cover charge, I think your event's going to be bigger.
Yeah,
So,
100%.
but as far as getting in, setting up each day, going in and out,
It went pretty smooth.
yeah, really. I mean, as far as show and the quality of it for the fest, like what I'll take it more of a festival than a Comic-Con. Right.
Yeah, it's more of a festival because there was like people that was making jewelry and like
Yeah.
necklaces and rings and stuff like that, and you had some people selling comics and stuff like that. But yeah, more
I
festival
say,
wise.
judging it as a festival, I give it 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I think I'm sitting at an 8 out of 10 as a
You,
festival.
you maybe give me some more food and maybe like I don't know, maybe a couple other cool people to come in. I'm not saying bringing in A-list celebrities by any means. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, we don't need
yeah.
Chuck Norris because that's going to just kill your budget like it did for Huntington.
Listen, if there was someone you were gonna go full tilt on, double down, double or nothing, all for broke, you do it for Chuck.
You do it for Chuck.
You do it for Chuck.
Well, yeah.
Thank you, Chuck Norris.
Thank you, Chuck Norris.
But yeah, I mean, I'll definitely try to. I think we'll definitely try to get the table again next year, as long as they have it. We've got actually a bunch in the roster for this year.
Mm-hmm.
To be truthful with it, so yeah, I think next year that one was August, right? We done that one just 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was the first weekend of August.
So, I would imagine it's probably gonna be August every year. That's how
Yeah,
the con was.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have to find us, check us out. We did make the news. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say we were on the news. Actually, you were on the news because I was
So
not up for that.
I tried to get him to go.
You did
I
try. Nah, nope.
that
Ain't my time.
the woman rolled in with the camera and she was like, "I'm looking for someone who does interviews." And I said, "Well, that would be that man right there." And she said, "Get on down here."
Nope.
And he promptly locked legs and passed out.
I didn't pass out.
I said,
I looked over at you and you're the guy.
I was like, well, looks like I'm up. So we went over there and had that interview, which ended up pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's good.
They shot some images of the get together that it was just me talking. Just me.
I know.
Just me.
I thought there would be more to this Geek Fest like promo they were going. They showed pictures of some stuff, and then you.
Me. They
and
didn't
it
even.
was over.
They didn't even interview the people that put it on.
I know. You'd think he was Inner Geek or something like that, or a shot of Inner Geek. Like
No,
these are the people that did
no.
it.
Frank opinions.
We're the face of Pullman.
I was waiting for the woman to be like, give me your frank opinion on the show, on this festival. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
Give us a little publicity, right?
yeah.
So
Kind of a big deal.
we kind of are. But the next one we're gonna be at is Hurricane in Hurricane, West Virginia. It's an indoor event, so a little bit more kosher, I'd say, with the weather. At least if a hurricane comes by, we will be in a building.
Safe and sound, hopefully.
One thing that we did get really good on this event is how you pack a vehicle.
That is true. That is true.
There wasn't a square inch of that Honda Passport that was not used. Even had the hitch on the back. The hitch bought a hitch carrier, and that thing was Tetris together. Good times.
Oh yeah, definitely good times.
We also learned that someone else's vehicle was was damn near.
Good old Tobey Maguire train scene.
It was damn near. But it didn't. I mean, it was questionable to whether he was making it home.
It was, yeah.
And you guys might be thinking, well, what was so wrong with it? Well, if you guys, a lot of you may not be familiar with vehicles, but on a truck, there's a frame. And all the components that keep the truck a truck bolt to the said frame. We're talking like your leaf springs. Your leaf springs connect to the rear end. Well, those leaf springs are mounted to the frame. Well, it turns out those had totally left the chat. And they were broken and shoved up inside the bed to where they had ripped through the bed.
Yep.
And there was these little nubs sticking up in 4 places in the bed. So this rear end is just like, it's got one hanger that's left. And it was freaking 2 rusted pieces of metal hanging on. And it's like,
literally.
Oh my God.
Like, whenever I was packing up, head down to you, I'm sweeping, like I had gravel and stuff in there. I'm sweeping it out, cleaning everything out, and I see a bump. And I'm like, oh, it might be just some rock. Lift up the bed liner. Oh, that's not good.
Pretty sure Chevrolet didn't design these things to be coming through the bed. Bro, it was like brutally rusted. Like every cross member's gone. Like,
oh, no.
This son of a bitch here looked like it's pretty close to if they could resurface the Titanic and get it running again. That's what this truck is. I've never seen something rusted so bad in my life, and it still be on the road.
But it was in good shape.
Right, it only has like, what, 80,000 miles on it?
Yeah. Well, 97 now.
Yeah, definitely the people out there. Low mileage doesn't mean good shape, because this is low mileage. And it absolutely, like, it spent the first 10 years of its life upside down in a creek bed.
Literally.
Like this thing,
screaming for help.
I don't know how it rusted so bad. Like,
that's what I want to know. Like, what happened to this truck? This past life before me. Like, what do we do?
I don't know. I guarantee every time you hit a bumpo, the truck got lighter and lighter.
It felt like it.
It's like boom, 5 pounds, boom, 3 pounds.
I left a dust trail of rust everywhere I went, so I'm all over the state.
Sorry to anybody who followed that piece of shit, because they got fucking peppered. I slid under it and was like, nope. I slid back out from under it.
Great.
Brandon goes, can we fix it? I said, yeah, if you buy another truck. Tell you what, you buy a truck that's in really good shape, but doesn't have an engine and transmission. We can put that one in that one, and you're golden.
Oh, shit.
Because I don't think the people here doesn't know. That maybe should be the thumbnail for this episode. Is just the frame of your truck and be like Pullman GeekFest. Because I figured what action figures you didn't sell, we would zip time together.
Lock hands.
They just happen to where they're all inside the frame looking like they're holding on.
Toy Story 5 right there.
Right, so you look under it and you're like, the Green Lantern's giving it hell. Like he's... But, yeah, you guys check it out. You can go Enter Geek, get on there, follow them. I'm sure they'll post more announcements. We share it. We'll share as we get closer to the events and do it. So you can always follow us on Instagram and then, of course, YouTube. But, yeah. Until next time, fest it up. I'm out.
That's right. And I'm Tasker.
And that was Frank Opinions.